Hotep, I am that I am. So call me Haru, your modern monk, your cannabis fitness strategist. Back at it again, here with you, here on the mindset. Want to get it right. Let's talk big business. Let's talk where these institutionals, great big ass conglomerates are actually moving forward to or focusing on. Check it. All these people are getting so-called leaving their job or resonating, resigning, however you want to do it. Shout out to the viewer who's on here. But it's interesting because what were they doing with their money? All this big business, they're making billions annually. Are you with me? They're making billions annually. And all of a sudden it's these issues with, oh, we don't have as many employees, this and that. What is it? Is it just is it who got the most money? This new world order, what's the point of it? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of mind-boggling, but then at the same time, people are not, I don't see people asking the right questions. That's the thing I'm tripping off of. We're talking about a depression. We're actually going through a depression. We're actually experiencing it now, right? So I've been talking about and been moving more self-sustainable. I moved to the wrong area in the country, hands down. I'd rather be somewhere in the states or outside of the states per se, or even in a whole nother country. Keep it 100 with you, just to kind of keep things in perspective. You know what I'm saying? We haven't witnessed anything either. That's another thing. We haven't really witnessed the clash of the Titans. That's we haven't even witnessed that. And y'all liking that brother, all them gains. That brother just getting them gains. Those of y'all don't even know. I'm up here just getting swoley out. Swoley over here. But my point is about these big businesses. You look at the stock market, seeing been processed, how many years they've been around. That's another thing people don't really be paying attention to. Oh, Twitter only been what? Not even 20? I don't even think they ain't even got 20 in yet, huh? Twitter. You know. I mean, then you got Facebook almost there. But then you got to look at the cash flow. And not even just the cash flow, but the energy of the people. The 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 quality of the people. That's one of the things I would like to say about these big businesses. They're hiring anybody. Anybody will flip the bill. But then they're wondering why all of a sudden now people are resigning. Look, these big ass jobs, they're exploiting you anyway, hands down. All you big ass companies. And then the funny thing is, you get people who literally, oh, I love my job. I love my job. You love your job that much that you don't have no relationship at home. You don't even know your children, if you do have children, and other things around that existence. You're not able to take care of your body or take care of you. That's another indicator I think people don't really pay attention to. These jobs are they're creating unqualified people in general. Zombies. Therefore, they're going to act like a zombie corporation, right? When I'm saying a zombie corporation, I'm saying do what they're told to do. Therefore, they be shutting down like Sears. Y'all remember Sears? Even though Sears got some little live here, they probably only doing their little things here. Toys R Us one, Toys R Us. Them, y'all remember them, right? Radio Shack. Shit, Blockbuster. All these big ass corporations that was huge at one time. Huge. You know? But it's funny too because they're not even in the game anymore. I don't know if y'all paying attention to because the corporations are on a whole nother level. They on whole nother categories now. When you got corporations, you got 2,000, say you got 2,000 subways around, just around the world, the country, right? Certain companies doing it like that. They're just moving, they're creating these franchises and putting it down. And the funny thing is, the more they grow, the faker they get, the less their values get. And then we're wondering why they're shutting down, because their values are not stable. These companies are exploiting the people. The people are exploiting the company. Therefore, the relationship's already false. No, y'all not hearing me. Y'all not hearing me. You can get more information at my podcast show, You Are the Gym, where we talk about real issues, even health problems. Because a lot of our problems come from our addictions, really, our addictions. We got caffeine, we're caffeined out, we dopamined out, we fucked up mentally, spiritually, physically. Our values are just thrown out there. I don't even know what no worth ethic. We don't believe in ourselves. That's the problem. We don't believe in ourselves. Your institutions, all this media crap, I don't even know what it is. It's not even media no more. I'm surprised they even keep allowing me to do this on YouTube. I mean, YouTube, it's so funny because even with all these videos and people keep coming out with the same content they came out with 4 or 5 years ago. And then it's so funny too, because when you see everybody's doing the same title shit. If he didn't do it today, he gonna do it tomorrow. The other guy, the other big fitness guy, Jeff Cavalier, then Via Shred or whatever the crap they be coming off with. All the same, and it's all the same iconish. That's another thing I don't think we pay attention. Everybody looks the same. Everybody looks the same. It's a fucking stage. That's what I'm saying. Even with these big businesses, it's a big ass stage. They fall. See, that's another thing. The harder they fall. Because what are they doing? What are they doing with their funds? They're paying these CEOs like outrageous money, even though the benefit should be the associates. They're doing all the work. Oh yeah, work smarter, not harder. Yeah, when these corporations are set up for you, manpower, not mind power, manpower. Y'all not ready for that. Y'all not ready. I don't think y'all ready. I told y'all before. So I was my last podcast show, I was talking about karma, and it was funny. My recording didn't even go through. But at the same time, I look at it, I take the lesson of, okay, let me be more prepared next time as I go. So I decided to do this, incorporate this in here, why I do get my freshness up and get the mindset right so I can go into my next podcast show with that in mind, karma. Because the thing is, we got to start questioning anything and everything. Because Joe Biden, America, y'all got some issues. y'all North Americans, freedom, all that other shit, liberties, and yay, a man need to stand up, a man got to be a man, all that other shit. Yeah, we need to start going back here. We need to start planning, strategizing, because we definitely going into something that is unheard of. We're definitely going into something that's getting a little too zombie-like. With all your famous zombie movies, I know y'all love that shit. Y'all love all that scary shit and this and that. That's why we scared now. We talk about bitches on the plane. We talk, man. And it's funny, and it's not ironic that you got more, now you're starting to see a lot more be a man type of, or manhood videos offered out there. Because there's a lot of beta males out here, literally, just We doing anything and everything, just all kinds of shit we doing now within our culture. It's just like, wow, this used to be questioned. Motherfucker, what you doing? Let's talk business. Let's talk big business. So how have they been exploiting us? When they come into your neighborhoods, think about this, these big ass business, they come into your neighborhood as the friendly grocery store or the friendly home improvement store. Take all the attention. They always, and this is funny too, because they always putting all the blame on Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Why Walmart come in and they just blow everybody out the neighborhood. But it makes sense when you got all the capital and then you got us, the people, going to these particular institutions, supporting these institutions. But at the same time, we the same people who saying, why are they in my neighborhood? This and that. Black Lives Matter. Every life matter. Every life matter. And the quality of the life too. But if your neighborhood is full of shit, your neighborhood is, oh, drug down. Oh, look, they just put some nice little blockades in our streets. What do that mean? Fairbanks, Anchorage. Y'all not feeling me. Nobody take advantage of the opportunities until it happens, right? Big corporations. Oh, we want everybody to get vaccine shots. Oh, yeah, bye-bye. See ya. I'm out of here. You can keep that. We just fall for anything. Don't stand for shit, fall for anything. Big businesses. Big conglomerates. They're duplicating. All they're duplicating is Standard Oil. That's the motto. That's been the outlook. That's why that book is so famous, The Titan. That's why that book is so famous, The Titan, Rockefeller, John D. Rockefeller. They was the first. They was the first to put it on a whole nother level. And therefore, all these companies are duplicating them. Literally, just duplicate. And the problem is, it's going to be the fall, kind of like exactly what he was going through. I'm not going to say it's karma or this and that, but you see the direction it's going to. You see the destruction. Big businesses. It's right in front of us. Like they keep saying, it's right in plain sight. It's right in front of you daily. You go to it all the time. You see how the people respond, or they're not even responding because they're so closed-minded. All they see is this. I gotta buy it. I gotta get it. It's mine. Then you get all this shit just stacked up in here. Can't move nowhere. It's funny too, even when people moving. I work at Home Depot. Boxes move like a fucking freight train up in that motherfucker. Boxes be gone. It's bye. People moving, just got a bunch of shit. And it's funny when you even talk to the people, you be like, so what are you planning on moving? Oh, my garage. I got all this stuff in my garage. I want to keep, and then the stuff they keeping is like, brother, come on. You're how old? That's your child's? And you what? I don't think y'all paying attention. Big business. Let's talk big business. They making annually millions of dollars. I remember they said something. Yeah, this was 2007. I was in a financial class. I was in accounting class. And we was talking about, 2007, we was talking about Apple, how much money they made in a quarter. It was like 50 million. This was 2007, 50 million in 3 months. I don't think y'all paying it. I don't think 50 million. I was like, whoa. And that wasn't shit back then. You talking about, look, corporations, you seen we see the rise. We seen the rise within just Amazon, right? Those of you who was paying attention back in the day in the early 2000s, I mean, and even in the 90s, I really started, well, I got on the platform, Amazon platform, 2002 officially, like common using it. I was already ordering books in the 90s, right? But actually the late 90s, because I was working with, that's when we can walk in stores called Barnes and Noble, even though they still got Barnes and Noble. But what was it? Not Barnes and Nobles, it was Wooden Walden Books. It was a Walden Books, and there was another big one at the time where you could just go in there and get what you need to get. Barnes and Nobles was always on hit, but then they had another one that was I forgot the name of it, but I was always in there. Matter of fact, they had a local one in Fairbanks. I was always in that store, bookstore. But back in the day, Amazon always got my books as soon as they started dying out. Barnes and Nobles will start shrinking down their books. I started shopping at Amazon. Plus, I was in the heart of Amazon. I was in the heart, Seattle. I was living out there at the time. So it made sense. But seeing the growth from books to all of a sudden Toys R Us, he was doing that stuff. I was like, wow. Then all of a sudden it just triggered. 2000, after he came out with the Kindle and stuff, all of a sudden he was on a whole nother everything, big business. And that's the thing too. The timelines are there. It's just about, are you awoke? Are you paying attention to these timelines? Don't take me wrong. Maybe some of my customers or some of my watchers are young, pretty young. I would say 25 and down. Yeah, 25. I would say 25 and down. That might even be a little too far. No, it makes sense because, it's been about 20 years since he's been out. Yeah, 20 years or so. Amazon 94. Yeah, that makes sense. But y'all was babies. But at the same time, seeing what it is now, when this guy's the richest man in the world. Well, I wouldn't say in the world. I would say here. But in the world, no. Because we don't even know that person or family. Keep it real with you. Their names are not in the books. Let me say it like that. Their names are not in the books. That's why I'm talking big business. Let's talk big business. Everybody's duplicating the Titan. That's why they call it the Titan. Because he was the man, John D. Rockefeller Sr. And they're duplicating. The problem I'm seeing, well, it is a problem. When you got these big ass businesses, they claiming that they're green, they're claiming that they're for humanity, doing this shit, kind of like your boy, what's his name, Bill Gates. Yeah, we're for it. Look at his. This should be an indicator that he don't care about you anyway. He don't even care about himself. Maybe he's on something that's keeping him. He's fat. He's out of shape. He look like shit. Let me just put it out there. See, that's what I'm saying. People don't, he's not taking care of himself. So he's doing something. He's taking some pills or something. You don't never hear about he's sick. None of these guys. You don't even hear even Warren Buffett or any of them. They never get sick. You never hear about them getting sick. Maybe I'm wrong, but try looking for that. Elon Musk, is he sick, or do you even hear that he's sick? But the mindset, that's another thing too. It's like how we fall into these. See, that was the cool thing about at least Steve Jobs, even though he's on that level too. But and how four people is credit for changing that game, that tech game. 4 people that comes to mind. You're talking the Bill Gates, the Paul Allen, the Wozniak, John Wozniak, I don't even know, David Wozniak, I forgot his first name, but the Wozniak, or John Wozniak, John Wozniak and Steve Jobs, right? Think about it. They created a whole industry, kind of like the cannabis game. The cannabis is new. It's here. About 20 years now, right? Okay, when you talking medical, maybe longer than that. That's probably longer than that. But my point is, it's an understanding of what's going on. These industries have been created, kind of like the Titan Rockefeller. He created this oil magnet, even though it wasn't. It was there, but he mastered the. He took over the particular the institutions, basically, kind of like what we're witnessing right now. The problem is that the focus points is not okay. We allow in certain industries, even though they're creating their own industries by the people, but I don't think it's by the people. It's more of people getting an understanding, kind of like the Elon Musk creating a whole industry. When it comes to, and it's not even the industry. He just mass producing. Let me say it like that. Kind of like my brother Henry Ford, mass producing the automobile. Same mentality. The problem is that we're not really looking at the long term of what it's actually going to do for humanity. That's where the problem is. That's where the problem is lying. Because you got all these companies, they're creating this product, and the products is not necessarily organic to the universe. Because all we're doing, think about this: the people who own the garbage disposery, what's his name, waste management, that dude. All the think about these industries that are really like, and we're not recycling anything. We see that it's some states that actually about that, but then where is this stuff going to? Where are we actually seeing it? Is it being presented kind of like your garage full of shit? When we start getting those type of signs, that's when we know we're doing a good thing. Mother Earth is giving back, but I think we are limited within this plane because I think we are covered. I really think we're on a flat plane, and all the other stuff is just moving around us. Literally, because they showing, watch what they be doing with this Mars shit. Because you got paid actors. That's another thing. You got paid actors and actresses, right? Hollywood have to change sphere. So watch what Hollywood be doing. Hollywood gonna be doing all these space venture movies, kind of like they've been doing in the Odyssey and all the rest. Y'all not ready for it, because what they need to do, they need to capture the minds of the deaf, dumb, blind, or the majority of the people. The 80-20 rule, right? 80-20 rule. 80% is going to be affected, but 20 of them going to act. And that's all we need. This is all the companies saying. Companies these days, that's all they say. That's all we need. That's all we need. 20 people. And we're billionaires. 20%. And we're billionaires. We're billionaires, but this be a good research. What are these CEOs? All these CEOs coming from these big ass companies. What type of industries are they developing or creating later on when they leave these companies? Because I noticed that's another thing that's not really talked about within the industry or within business in general. I don't really hear too many. Oh, well, he was the CEO of this, boom, 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 and he moved over here. Don't take me wrong. There is stories out there, but I'm curious of what they've been doing or what they're up to. Yeah. Let's because a lot of people, it's interesting too, because a lot of people don't really care about going out of space and doing all this other shit, right? Think about that one. Some people they got a quest to help people or see people. How can we better certain things? Kind of like Garbage Warrior, the movie, the documentary of Michael Reynolds, Earthships, the Earthships, right? He's utilizing trash, tires, cans, pop cans, empty glass bottles, utilizing them and building a fortress or building a home, building something that's organic to the land, right? Organic to the surroundings, and putting it back into the earth or giving back to the humanity, because that's basically what he's doing. That's what Earthships is really about. That's what I've been kind of tripping about and really moving towards that way as well. Even with the Cobb homes and stuff like that, makes sense. right? Earthships, Earth homes, certain things like, and all those other self-sustained or green type of technique or organizational architectural. Those of you who are with me invited in that. And it makes sense because you're giving back to Mother Earth or you're giving back to Gaia, you know. See, and y'all made, that's another thing too. We need to ask this question. How are we allowing this in how are we allowing these big businesses to come into our neighborhoods and really discriminate? Because that's basically what they're doing. They're discriminating. They're killing all the competition, you know. And it's funny too, because the competition could be out there, but then you got 7-Eleven chilling in the corner, you know. But then you get away from the neighborhood store that you grew up with, or the folks, the family that owned it. Then you slowly stop supporting that. And that this is the things what I'm talking about, what was happening in 2020. They killed all the small businesses, right? Now they tripping because the big businesses don't have really nobody want to work, right? Obviously, nobody want to work. You paying of stimulus checks. You giving me some crazy money for unemployment, and you think I want to come back to work and sit down at work all day? I can do that at home and watch me some Netflix and everything. That's the mentality that's what's going on. But see, they should know this if they're doing all their homework, right? They should know these things, big businesses. But y'all not ready for that. Y'all rather go support them. Put the money. I'm a Costco, Sam's Club, Walmart, Home Depot, all the staples, Lowe's. Y'all know the famous stores. Y'all see them posted everywhere. McDonald's. McDonald's on every corner. They never complain. They just fill you up with that nasty ass food and tell you okay. Here's the statistics on what's going on. We got 1 million people that die per year just on our food alone. But we don't question it. We don't question it. These are all the people that's been, you talking about fulfilling an economy, stimulating the economy. That don't sound like no stimulus plan to me. That sound like a criminal plan. Big businesses. And they crying now. The big businesses are not even supported without the small ones. I don't think people really realize that, because there's a big percentage of small businesses that keep these motherfucking big businesses alive. Because all big businesses is they just take a couple products and duplicate those products. Have that available. They don't specialize in nothing, right? Specialize in certain products, especially when it comes to like certain neighborhoods or demographics. Y'all not with me. I opened up a can of worms on that one. But until next time, I'm going to come back. I think I got some more in me. I'll see y'all later. Big businesses. Shut them down.